Hi guys, welcome or welcome back or whatever is applicable to you. I don't know, but just so glad you guys are here. Again, I am filming on my lunch break because when I got off work yesterday, I went out and rode my horse and I had myself a blast. And when I came home, I just didn't feel like doing anything other than just sitting on the couch. So that's what I done. But on the way home, I did stop by Dollar Tree and I grabbed another pack of their time cards. I've had some people say that their Dollar Tree does not have these. All of the ones that I've been to in my town have these now. And I am going to be next week, maybe for Monday's video, I am going to be doing starting another altered composition notebook. And I've found that in those, when I do the, I don't even have it right here to show you. When I do the divider or I do that slanted pocket, I need a taller tag. So I figured that's what we can do today with some of this, is maybe almost like a mass make. And I'll do one of how my thought process is going with it. And then we can just go from there and see what we do. So I do have my time cards here. I've got some book pages here. And then over here to the side, I've got some of my stickers. I've got a little bit of lace. I do have right here, I do have my big ephemera book, because I think I'm going to be using some of these labels. And I always get questions about how to make my ephemera book or what it is. I will try my hardest to remember to leave a link to the video below on how I created this. And then I just also have a box of scraps down here that it's too big to even try to pick up. So let me just kind of go through, and I don't know, you guys know how I am, and so I don't know if what I'm thinking, if I can get it to work where it will look good on this or not, but I'm just going to go with my thought process for now. I am not, I may like embellish one of them just so that we can see what it looks like, but I don't really want to do a lot to them because I just want to have a bunch of bases like ready and in my box, so that when I'm doing those the altered composition notebooks and I need to have some ephemera right ready to go, I just want to be able to grab my box and put some ephemera in. And I should have got my glue book. It's right down here. Let me see if I can grab it. I have an old what do you call that thing? It's a pattern catalog, and that's what I use for when I'm gluing stuff down. All right, I do want to ink up my time cards, and I think I want to distress them a little bit. I don't want it that stark white. And I don't know if I'm going to put anything on the back right now. I'm not going to do anything to the back for now. When I go to put this into a journal, if I want to put some coffee dyed paper on the back or something like that, I can do that. Or if I see that I'm not going to, then I can ink the back of it up. But I really just want to kind of get this a little grungy looking. And so when I'm doing it like this, it'll pick up the wrinkles from where I wrinkled the book or the page. So I'm okay with that. And so I'm thinking, let's see, before we start gluing anything down, let's just kind of get it done a little bit just to see what it would look like. Let me grab maybe some scrapbook paper. Let's see what I have. I've got so much that Just trying to see what I want to use. I mean, I've got a ton down here. Let me see, what about these? Some of these might look good since I'm going kind of florally. Let's just tear another piece off of this. Let's ink it a little bit. I may not end up using it, but I want to go ahead and let's just, so I can see exactly what it would look like. And the way I'm going to mass make these today is probably not the way that I would if I wasn't filming. Because if I wasn't filming, what I would do is I would take all of my time cards and I'd get them all inked up and ready to go. Then I would get my book page and I'd tear out however many pieces I needed, have them all inked up, then do the, so it will be a little different than if I'm just mass making without recording. But with me doing the video, that would be quite boring. So I'm thinking something like that, and then a sticker. Okay, so let's just go ahead and start gluing some of this down because I think that is going to work. So let me just flip to a page that has not been glued on yet. And I may try my glue stick. I may end up just going back to my wet glue. But we're going to try this first. I really need another glue stick because this one's almost out. So I really don't know how long that's going to last. And so I'm just going to kind of lay it down. I still want to be able to see like some of the time card elements. And I'm just going to fold it over. You can cut it off if you wanted to. But I'm just going to fold that over. And let's see if this glue stick will hold this down. We might need to use my regular glue. That's cute. Let me fold this out of the way because I think we're probably going to end up just using our regular glue. No, I do want to do this with the glue stick because this is so light. And I'm just going to put this down, maybe right there. And let's just see what we have here that we can work with. And you can use, if you don't have like, stickers and stuff like that, you can use magazine images. Just cut you some out and it will be perfectly fine. It's a good way to use images. These are some of my washi stickers. I was trying to see if I had one that would work. I prefer the washi stickers when I'm doing stuff like this because I really don't like the shine of these. But if that's all I have, that's what I'll use. But we shall see how this goes. If I can even get it open. I can't even get the thing open. Maybe because I'm opening it from the wrong end. Jeez Louise. Let's see. Let's look at this. I think I like that one better. So let's stick these back to the side for now because we might use them on one of the others. But I don't want them for that one. So rather than trying to fight to put them back in, I'm just going to set them right there. So I do think I like that right there. Now, if you think this time card is too large for what you would want it for, you can absolutely tear it down. You can cut it down. I know that I want a few that are this height because of putting them in the altered composition notebooks. That's really cute. Now let's see. We have a label that we can put on it. And I don't know, these are some of my number labels that are in my shop, and so are these. And again, I will try to remember to link them. And let's see. Let me take a look at this one. Let me just, what do you guys think? Or should I put it up at the top? I think I like that. All right, so let's ink this up. I think I like it. And I think I'm just going to glue that right there. Let's glue that down. Okay, so ultimately this is how my finished one will look before, you know, and then if I go to put it into a journal, I can take and put some, oh my God, I can't get the needle back in that. I can put some coffee dyed paper on the back, anything like that. But look at that. That's so cute and so easy, ready to have. Just tuck it right into a journal. If I wanted to keep this back, because it does have the lines and stuff on it, I can just really take my ink and I can grunge that up even more. Or the other thing I could do before I even start mass making, which it's not going to help me today, I could coffee dye these. So that's always something to think about. So let's just do this. Let me get a few of them kind of prepared like I would do if I were doing this by myself. So let's just get, well, there's different things in here. So let's just see. Let's have a variety. Let's just do us a variety here. I mean, these are amazing time cards. I'm tickled to death that my Dollar Tree has them. So I guess these are all the same. Okay, so let's just grab a couple more. There's that one. And we'll do this one. We'll see if we can get that many done. And some of these, I may go ahead and tear some of them down. So let's just see. Let's just go ahead and tear this one down some. And then this one here, we will tear at the bottom. We'll leave that one, and let's tear this one at the bottom. Okay, and so I'm going to crinkle mine up. Again, this is not something that you have to do, but I just like the way it looks when they're crinkled and I start inking them up. I like how the ink will pick up the wrinkles in it. I love it. So I'm just going to wrinkle these. One of them I think I'm just going to fold quite a bit. Let's just fold it until it looks like it was folded up in somebody's pocket. And if you really want to like distress something that you've got folded, you can take your sanding block or something and you can sand it a little bit and it'll like give almost like a hole in it. So that's another idea. If you like the look of that distressed fold or distressed lines or whatever, think about you can do stuff like that. So I'm just showing y'all how I would honestly do it if I wasn't filming. So let's go ahead and start inking all of this up. I don't know if I'm going to fast forward through this part or not. I may not, because it's not probably take me more effort to try to fast forward than to just talk to you guys and get it done. So it looks like most everybody that has left comments really enjoyed the altered composition notebook series that we done this week. So I am probably, well, I know that next week we're going to do another altered composition notebook series. I do have one that I need to make, and so I'll just do that on film. Now that one I probably will end up removing some of the pages so that I don't end up with a huge thick alligator mouth like I did this last one, which, I mean, I don't mind it being an alligator mouth, not at all, but I don't want the one I'm doing next week, I don't want it to be. So the other thing is I've got plenty of paper, but I may go tomorrow and just see if I can find a different paper pad or something. And actually, I've got enough left in that one that I used this week that I can absolutely make another one. And so I may end up just doing that. So I can utilize that paper and just, you know, use that whole pad. I don't know. I don't know. I don't need any more paper, but you know, when you're doing stuff like that, sometimes I want certain, I don't know, I get my mind about how it would look a certain way or with a certain type paper or something. So we'll see. I will figure it out this weekend. I want to try and, excuse me, film all of the videos tomorrow if possible, because it really makes it difficult when I have to film during the week. Especially now that I got the horse, because I want to, when I get off work, I want to go down and ride, and that is so relaxing. And I've got a lot of, I've got a bunch of bling orders that I've got to get done too. I think I have like 20 something bling pins I've got to get done next week. And then I've got the bling fingertip moistener that I've got to get done. So I've got a lot to do. I said I wasn't going to do the back of it, and y'all saw I was doing it. I'm gonna just make myself stop doing the back. This one I'm going to do this side as the front, maybe, because we've got that one done. And this one, it's the same one, but it looks a little different. So the back is different than the front. So I think I'm gonna do that. And I'm not going to do the back. I got to remind myself not to do the back. I think I need to put some more ink on that little pad. I need to find my big thing ink. I just found that I normally grabbed the little one because it's so much easier. All right, one more. One more and we will be done with this part of it. And then we can go on to our paper. And that's something you can use, you know, if you don't have book page, you can use digitals. You can use magazines. Dollar Tree has got books for $1. That would be wonderful for using this kind of stuff. I got a bunch of stuff at the Dollar Tree yesterday that was actually very nice. They did have some new stamps. The silicone stamps, they had some new ones in yesterday. I think I picked up 3 different new ones. So that was nice. All right, let's get some paper. How many do we have? We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right, so here's one here. And that can be one of the tall ones. So that's one. Let's do, this is some brittle paper here, but we're going to use it. So this would be 2. And some music paper. So So let's do one of these. So this would be 3. And I guess we'll have to go with something that we've already got because I don't feel like wasting any more. So this would be 4. And I need one more piece. I guess we can do this one. I'm afraid this one might be too brittle, but we'll try it. So let's ink these up a little bit. I'm worried about inking these up right here. But we're going to go ahead and get them inked, and hopefully we can make them work without them falling completely apart. This book is apparently very old, or the pages from this book, because that book is done gone. So I just want to get them inked so that when I put them down, they kind of stand out. And again, you can even put the wrinkles in this if you wanted to. And we can put a few wrinkles in it. And I may, when I go to put it down, I may end up tearing it more, or, you know, something. But if I do, I can ink that really quickly. That's not that big of a deal. And the other thing that you can do if you're mass making is you can just sit down one night, like while you're watching TV, and just tear a bunch of the book pages like this, and then just sit there and ink them. You don't even have to have it in mind for, you know, something like that. But that way you could, you know, whenever you get an opportunity to do some mass makes, you can have all of your elements right together and just sit down, and I mean, you can knock them out. So that's another thing to think about. Okay, so now we have that. We do need to get some of our, let's go ahead and tear some of our scrapbook paper that we are going to use. And we'll just kind of go with the same type thing. We'll just tear some little strips of it. So there's 1, 2. And I'm just trying, I don't really need them to be different, but just for the sake of, you know, how it would look on the video, I'm trying to find a few different pieces. Let's see what this would look like. All right, there's that. So what is that? 1, 2, 3. We need 2 more. And let's just see. This is my problem when I have all of this. It makes it harder for me to make a decision. I have the hardest time making decisions. You know, if I only have a couple things, I can make a decision like nothing to it. But when I've got too much to choose from, it makes it just a little more difficult. That one may be too small, but we'll try it. Let's do a piece of this. And so I'm kind of tearing away from it because I do want the white edge. I think that one's going to be too small, so let's do this. Let's tear a piece of this here because it's not the floral, the back side of that is. All right, so I can actually put that out of the way for now because that is done. So let's go ahead and ink this up very quickly. Yeah, we're doing good on time, I think. So how many of you guys have been making or have started a altered composition notebook? Was that something that inspired you to start making one, or were you already working on one, or have you done them in the past? I would love to know. It just kind of helps me to know what kind of content to bring to you guys. If I know what you guys enjoy, and you know, the biggest thing is as content creators here on YouTube, we want to inspire others. I know I do anyway. And it makes my day when I read something about how somebody, they saw me doing something and they started it, and it tickles me to no end. I mean, it really does. So I would love to know how many of you guys are doing one of those. And I've told you, I use my ultra composition notebooks all the time. All the time. I love mine. Now I can make this like really dark on the edge here if I wanted to. There's so much you can do. Let's go ahead and do a few little pieces of the dolly. I may not use the dolly on all of it, but we'll go ahead and have some inked up. I'm just going to ink it a little bit. I guess I may as well go ahead and do 5 just in case I decide to use it on all 5. And again, I can tear this down if I need to. And I don't even have to ink this, but I just like the way it looks. I think that white is just a little too white for what I'm doing. And I won't do the labels until we go to put them on. All right. So now that we've got that, this is what we need to do. This is our time cards. So I'm going to get this biggest piece here. And I'm going to put it there. So let me just go ahead and get my glue. I'm not even going to worry with my glue stick right now because I'm almost out of it, and I think this will take less time. So I'm just putting it about where I want it, and then just fold it over. And again, if you don't want it folded over, you can always just cut it off. That's wouldn't be too hard to do. This one I'm going to put right there. Let's see how this one, now I am worried about this one because it is so brittle. I don't know how it's going to be if I fold any of it over. And I don't have to fold any over, so I may not on this one. There we go. Because I was afraid that one was just going to be too brittle. So it was better to not fold that one over. All right, I think the biggest one of these is the music paper. So let's just go ahead and put it down. So, I mean, you see, if you have all of your stuff done, and that's what takes time when you're doing ephemera and all, is whenever you're having to ink and then stop and then do this and glue something down and then stop and ink and look for stuff. But if you go ahead and do all of your elements at one time together, it makes it so much easier. All right, so we have this one. I think we are going to have to try and fold this one over. So we are going to see if it doesn't work. What I'll do is just cut it off, but it's just too wide to put down on it. And some of these I could have put on the opposite side. You don't have to put them all on the same side or anything like that. But all right, so there's that. Let me see. Let's put this one on this side. Just because, again, I'm a creature of habit. So when I get started doing something, I just kind of go with that same direction every time. And then I'm just going to fold that over. Okay. So there's that. Now the next thing we want to do, let's line these up like this. So now we want to put our paper strips down. And we want to see what we have that we like. I'm thinking this needs to go there. This can go there. Okay, that's looking good. So see, I'm just kind of placing it down on them. Again, I can do them, you know, however I want to do them. All right, that looks good. Let's see what we have over here. We've got some of these out. Let's see what maybe one of these would look like. Okay, I like that. Let's see, what else do we have? Do I have any more bigger ones? Let's see what these are. Let's see if I have a taller one in here. These may all be kind of small. I think those are. I don't want the small. I really would like a bigger one, but it's not a big deal. Let's see, what do I have in here? See, again, because I do have so many choices, it makes it harder on me. That's why it's better for me not to have choices sometimes. Most times it's better for me not to have choices, because I get where I am, like right now, where I can't make up my mind what I want to use. So I don't know if any of you guys are like that, or if I'm just the only crazy one, but I know that's how I am. All right, I'm just going to see what I have in this one. I know I have some taller ones. Yeah, see, there's some taller ones back here in the back. Not very tall, though. I like this one, too. And I still need something for that one, don't I? Let me set this to the side. I'm not going to make y'all try and watch me put that back together on film while I'm... Let's just see what we got right here. I think we can get something in this pack. And then all we'll have left is our label, if we want to put a label. That needs more than that. I don't know how that would look. Not like that. These are too narrow. I mean, they're too small for it. Let me see. Okay, so we're probably going to go with another one of these for this. Okay, I think I like that. So let's go with that. Let me move some of this stuff out of the way so I can at least have some working area. I'm just going to drop them in there for now. Oh, I do have these, but I don't think these are big enough either. They're not. Okay, so let's start gluing stuff down. So I'm just grabbing my glue and I'm just going to start gluing down. And I think that's cute. Then we have that. And I'll come back and put that on. I'm just going to do the gluing components first. It just makes it a little easier. And so this one we done like this. And then we had our dolly. Just like that. And I have two things here. I don't know why, so we're going to just set them both there for now. And let's go ahead and glue this down. Just like that. And you could do them at the top. You don't have to do them all at the bottom. You can mix them up. You can do them sideways. You know, however you want to do it. That's how you do it. But whenever I do like the mask making, I pretty much do them all almost exactly the same. And then I can always, when I go to put it into a journal, I can always make them, I can put something different on them. my the Amazon guys here. Oh well, yeah. So, but like I was saying, when I go to put them in a book or journal, I can make them different. I can add some stuff to the top, to the back, whatever, I want to do. But my biggest thing is I just want to have some fairly neutral bases. Okay, guys, I am back. I don't know what happened. The Amazon guy got here, and then my phone it stopped. And there's nothing that should have stopped it. I don't know. I'm not going to stress over it though, but I'm glad I looked up and noticed that it had stopped. All right, so let me put this glue up for right this minute. And our Amazon guy is very rude. He's always got something, like, I don't know if he doesn't realize that we have a Ring doorbell, or maybe he does. I don't know, but he's always mouthing something off. So, all right, let's just go ahead and put these down. And since these are stickers, I can just stick them down. That's so cute. This one is the one I had two, and I don't know why I had two. I think we'll just go ahead and put them both down. I think it'll look fine. So let's do that. I'm just going to stick this one down like that. And then this one I'll just stick right on top of it. I think that's cute. This one, we're putting this washi sticker down. Just like that. Okay. This one, we are putting this pretty purple one down. And then this one, we were putting this purple one down too. And so the only thing that we really need to do, and we don't even have to do it right now, but we may as well, is we need to do a label on each one of them. So let's go ahead and do that really quick. So what did I do with the one-time card I had already done? Did I put it up? I guess I must have. I must have put it when I put the other stuff up. I must have went ahead and put it up. And I'm just looking through the stuff to see if I can find it real quick. Yep, there it is. Okay, so let's see. Now, the way that I do my book, I love that fact that I can pull the stuff out and put it on there and see how I like it. And if I like it, I can put it on. So I love that. I'm just getting a few of these out. And just, this is not any real rhyme or reason. I'm just kind of grabbing some of them because I'm trying to hurry because my lunch break is over. But I do want to put a label on them. I'll just feel like it's more finished if I have a label on it. It may not be any more finished if I don't, but that's just how I think. So I do want to ink these up very quickly. I'm hoping I have enough ink on the brush, and I don't. I'm knocking stuff over. All right, so let's get these inked and glued down so that we can call this video done. And you see, it honestly didn't take long at all. And we'll be done, what, 6 of them? So you can't beat that. I mean, you know, that's pretty good. So you can imagine how quick it would go if you have everything right ready, to where you don't have to stop and ink or anything like that. This would be a very good mass make. I mean, you could really get some stuff done. All right, I think I wanted that. We're going to put it right there. This one, let's put it up here. This one here, I think I want it at the top too, because there's so much kind of like blank space up there. This one, we're going to put it more at the bottom. Okay, and last one. Let's put this one at the top. All right, guys, that's it. Let me put my glue, the pen back in my glue. Let's set this out of the way. And let's take a look at what all we got done today. That's pretty good, I would say. So let me know what you guys think. Let me know if this is something that you are going to try. And I will see you all in the next video. Bye, guys.